We are live.
Oh, okay, I see the stream coming up there.
All right, cool. So how's everybody doing here?
Good.
That's
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Just got done playing on VaCaNCy.
Nice. All right, so my name is Ethan. This is the first time I'm on this stream. I'm here with Team VaCaNCy here. Only 3 other members
How you
can make
doing?
it. We got VaCaNCy Days, VaCaNCy Broken, and VaCaNCy Greasy here. So, when did you guys establish as a team?
Me and Days have been together for probably about 5 to 6 months. We're kind of the duo. We've been through a whole bunch of different teammates and teams for a while now. Our 4th member, Faith, who is not here right now, we picked him up probably about a month and a half ago, I would say. And Broken's only been with us for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, so we're still building chemistry with 2 of our members, but me and Greasy are we know each other pretty well now, so.
Who plays what roles when you guys are playing? I guess you could say competitive matches.
Well, me and Days are the OBJ duo. Me and him both run SMGs in the hard point or CTF. Broken is our anchor, and Faith is our slayer.
Nice. So, as a video game perspective, what is your guys' first consoles that you played on?
Shoot, I think mine was PlayStation 1. I had NASCAR in 1998, and I absolutely loved that game.
I actually remember that game. I used to have that game too.
I think the first console I ever played on was Nintendo 64, way back. Yep, I used to have all the N64 games.
Yeah, so you had like Star Fox and what was it? The Mario parties. Yeah, man, those were the games, man. Those were the games.
I never had Mario Party 1 or 2 though.
Oh, well, you didn't have a childhood.
Yeah, I think as far as consoles go, the first one I ever played on would probably be the Genesis.
Oh wow!
Just every time I went to my uncle had one. Because back in the day, I used to be a really big PC gamer. Kind of like back in Medal of Honor, Allied Assault days. I actually that's what got me started in first-person shooter games. And I've actually only had an Xbox for almost a year, so I'm kind of...
I gotta plug my camera in, hold up. It's, for some reason, it wasn't plugged in. Alright, we're good.
Yeah, he's
Sorry about that.
Played Call of Duty for a long time. He's new to the whole Xbox scene.
So, considering how long you guys been together and all that stuff, have you guys have any team achievements?
In the last Saturday in the free icons tournament, we did make it to the 5th round, but we had to play with a substitute player, and then eventually I had to leave, and they had to bring in another substitute. So it wasn't the entire squad, but we still did pretty well. So I'm proud of that.
And then tonight, like I said, we just got off from playing on VaCaNCy, which is I don't know if you know who VaCaNCy is, but it's a show match streaming, stream. They pull a decent amount of viewers, and we played Sports Illustrated. I don't know if you know who they are. They place like 20-something at Anaheim or something like that. And then they had a fill-in as Ignite Miyagi, who is usually pretty well known for being really good. And we unfortunately lost 3-1. But I mean, taking a map off a team like that after only having 3 weeks to build chemistry together as a full team, I thought we played pretty well. I think we didn't play our best, but we still did pretty well, and we were going toe to toe with them every map.
Yeah, the capture the flag was super close, but the hard points, they kind of definitely had an advantage over us there. So, yeah, that was a good match. I thought I had fun.
I noticed since Black Ops 2 has come out, Hardpoint has been really destroying some of the older pro teams, such as Optic and all that stuff. How do you guys feel about the Hardpoint game and about how the gameplay, how you guys play Hardpoint compared to other teams?
I think Hardpoint is an awesome addition to competitive. I remember back, the gameplay that Hardpoint replaced was kind of Domination. And Domination was always just a slow game type, it felt like, where, you get your 2 flags and then you just chill there just killing people. Hardpoint is just such a fast-paced game mode. One little mistake can change the entire outcome of a game. And yet there's gunfights going on left and right every second. Streaks are being called in. So it's definitely something new to competitive, but I think it's been really good for it. It's a lot better to watch than the other game types, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more exciting, I think.
Yeah, same here. And like one hill can just change the whole entire game. I mean, you can be up 40 points. If the anchor gets the sponge right, I mean the game can just change instantly.
Yeah, I think one point is something our team is not very strong in as of right now. Definitely stronger in capture the flag and search and destroy, but it's all in good practice, and I think we'll get it down eventually.
So, out of the three game modes, capture flag, hardpoint, and search and destroy, which do you think, as a team, you guys are best at?
Definitely capture the flag. When we played in the Icons tournament, the team that took us out when we had 2 substitutes was the only team to ever get a flag against us that entire tournament. And the first team we shut out 3-0, and they ended up dashboarding on the first side. Second team, we beat them 4-0. Third team, we beat them 5-0 on standoff. It goes like that. And then, I mean, the only hard point that we've ever lost, really, is the one that we played in Rival Caster today. And we were actually up for most of the time. The only reason why we lost was, a couple of mistakes here and there. It was extremely close. I mean, CTF is just one of those game types we don't normally lose.
And we team scrimmed against Phoenix. When was it? About a week ago, almost a week ago, and our CTF game against them was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, no doubt that CTF is our best game.
What got you
yeah,
guys into
I think so. It's
competitive gaming?
Me?
Such as like game battles and stuff like that.
I got tired of public matches.
Yeah, that's actually kind of what happened. I started playing League Play, really, and then I just kind of played game battles in League Play and watching the events on live streams and getting into it. And that's pretty much how it came to me.
Yeah, mine was in MW3. One of my buddies was like, "Hey, let's go play in this tournament." I was like, "What? They have tournaments for Call of Duty?" So I'm pretty sure it was an ICN tournament, and it was middle of MW3, and I've never played competitive, no idea what I was doing. I was just a pub star. And the first team I've ever played competitive was Apex. It was with Revan. Revan was on their team, and I think he had 3 other pickups, but I mean they absolutely demolished us. But from right there, I was absolutely hooked.
Yeah, really.
I've actually been playing. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. Go ahead.
I've actually been playing competitive Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4, but back then I played it on the PC. So it was the main things. There was a website that was kind of like game battles called Team WL. It was Team Warfare League, and they had ladders and everything, just like game battles does, but it was all PC. And we played a certain mod called Pro Mod, where all the overpowered guns were taken out, and it just there's no perks. only a few attachments. Like it made it to where everything was pure skill if you wanted to win. And I played that back on the PC, and ever since then I've been really big into competitive. Just because I'm a competitive person naturally, I like winning, and that rush of getting a big play and just turning a game around and winning it, just going clutch. That's like the best feeling in the world.
I understand what you mean. So,
Continue.
based on individuals, how long have you been in comp? Probably months, years.
Mine was since MW3. So whenever middle of MW3 was till now.
Probably what, like
Like a year.
you'd say like a year, maybe a year and a couple
Yeah,
months.
I'll probably say a year and a half. Maybe.
Yeah. Is that right?
I mean, I think I've only been at it for maybe 5 months, 6 months now. So I'm pretty new, I guess.
Yeah. Xbox wise, me maybe like he said, 6 months, 5-6 months, but overall on and off for just years.
Cool. Out of all the Call of Duties out of the series, which one is your favorite?
I would probably have to say this game, Black Ops 2. Obviously, in my personal thinking, I think Black Ops 2 is probably not the best online game, as in competitive. But I love the guns, the ARs, the SMGs. You can use different guns. You have the M8, the AM for the ARs. You got the different SMGs. People running around with shotties. I mean, just the versatility of the guns in Black Ops 2. I like.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Treyarch games, and I think I also like this one the best just because it was a huge leap forward. And like you said, there's a lot of variety. Like if you go back to Black Ops 1, all you see is a FAMAS.
Exactly.
So there wasn't really much variety there, but in this game,
And Black Ops 2 supports competitive, which I absolutely love. They threw in League Play this season, which everyone dashboards that are on my team. But I mean, it's still a pretty cool feature.
yeah.
Yeah, for me, it would probably have to be a tie between this game and COD 4. But the COD 4 would be the PC version, just because that was the last Call of Duty that they truly supported PC players. Because Call of Duty actually got started on the PC. If it wasn't for PC, Call of Duty never would have kicked off like it did. And up until COD 4, their main focus was PC, and they just ported everything from PC to Xbox, and Xbox came second. But after COD 4, they kind of just did the PC community dirty, taking all the mod tools and dedicated servers and all that. So it's not the same anymore. But Black Ops 2, just like they said, it has a lot of versatility. It's really fast paced. It is the definition of a Twitch shooter.
Of a what? Your voice going to cut out there.
A Twitch shooter.
Personally, out of all the Call of Duty, COD 4 is my favorite. Not because of it's a classic. It's the original Call of Duty with all the starting off with the creative class and the real big multiplayer and all that stuff. But because of it started off GB for me. I started GB off in COD 4 back in like 2006, 2007, around there. So that's really what got me into comp and all that stuff. Talking about comp, are you guys planning to attend any LANs this year?
Greasy,
I'm sorry?
are we attending any lands this year?
Depending on how finances work for all of our teammates, and depending on if we can get any financial help from sponsors, which we're avidly working on, we are hoping to attend UMG Atlanta as well as MLG Columbus. It's kind of set, UMG Atlanta, that at least me and I think Broken City had a real interest in going to Atlanta. So
Yeah, but with the success as we've been having.
Yeah, hold on. I'll add him to the call. I just realized he just backed out. somebody add him to the call.
All right, I'll try to find him. But like, but with the success we've had so early, you know, like we said, we've only been playing with each other for 3 weeks. You know, me and Faith which is actually our member that's not here. You know, me and him has never played with each other, so me and him are finally starting to get chemistry. You know, me and him are starting to push the anchors together now. We're starting to tag team people. I mean, so winning tournaments. I mean, we'll be winning tournaments soon for sure, and then sponsors. I mean, then sponsors will just come, hopefully.
I think we just need to keep playing together and work on our chemistry, and just, once we get to that level where we don't make these silly mistakes anymore, I think we'll be a really solid team and we'll be able to win some stuff, get our name out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, we play against some really good teams, and you know, we've won matches, and then there's these matches that like just a little bit more chemistry together, a little bit more playing time, a little bit more grinding out this game. I mean, we'll be able to beat out the good teams for sure.
Yeah,
like,
especially tonight. That really goes to show that a little bit more chemistry, which is really
My
puts us
bad.
over the top.
All right, there we go. Like you know, that's what you guys have. You guys, you know, actually have a team. You've been playing together for some time, and that's where it really starts. That's actually the hard part. I feel of really, besides getting your name known, of, you know, making a team and all that stuff. You already got your players. You've been playing together. You know, you guys have been doing good. You guys are starting to get to know each other. And basically, after that, besides getting your name really known, which will also, you know, that kind of falls, you know, everything will fall into place eventually.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
I've been on plenty of teams where, you know, we'll be a team for about a week, possibly 2 weeks tops, and then it just all falls apart. But you know, with Team VaCaNCy, I mean, we play every single day. We got everyone's phone number. I mean, we communicate well. I mean, it's nothing but great things for Team VaCaNCy.
Yeah, it's really important that you like the people that you're playing with, and you have to be confident in one another. And you got to stick together. That's really what's important. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me when a pro team places like top 8 at an event and then they drop all their players. That doesn't make sense to me. I think you should just stick together, work it out, and you'll come out on top eventually.
Yeah, exactly. And I notice a lot of amateur teams do this. You know, they have, you know, they're winning games. You know, they're winning some big games like in tournaments and stuff. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, maybe this guy is better than this guy, so let's switch them out. And then so they drop a kid off their roster because they think this kid's better than the kid that they just dropped. Well, then that kid just sketched out on them. So then they're a team of 3, and you know, then they just go downhill from that.
Absolutely. That's why I think it's very important to stick together and just work out your problems instead of trying to change teammates and change the roster up.
I completely agree with you guys. Probably this is probably gonna be the last question. Where do you guys see your team going in the future?
Well, right. Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, I think if we continue to grind it out, we'll only get better. And I think if we were able to attend UMG Atlanta, that would help our team out a lot, because then we build a lot of confidence, and I think we could only get better from here, and then hopefully we'll get big in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we have a team Twitter page at Team VaCaNCy. We just started up a YouTube channel, which is VaCaNCy MLG. And you know, just like Dave said, you know, if we just stick together, keep on grinding out this game, I mean, there's nothing but great things.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me here on team interviews. You know, the live Twitch show here. So, you know, I wish you guys good luck in your future matches. Hope you guys maybe one day I'll see you on the pro scene. You know, on one of the MLG COD streams or something like that.
Yeah, we sure hope to make it there one day.
Never know, you could win that actual trophy and that cash prize.
I hope so.
By COD Ghost will be up there. It will be a name that, you know, you hear and they're like, oh yeah, that's a really good team.
Yeah, exactly. And Yeah, and we're not trying to sound cocky or anything. It's just confidence. I mean, we played against great teams so far, and we've done absolutely fantastic with them.
Yeah,
So
to have the desire to do well and win.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
All
Hey,
right, well,
guys,
thanks for.
go ahead.
Ethan, we appreciate you having us on the show, man. Thanks to you and team interviews.
All right, no problem. All right, guys, if you're not following Team Interviews on Twitter, that's at Team Interviews on Twitter. And be sure to subscribe to them on YouTube, Team Interviews TV. Be sure to follow Team VaCaNCy on Twitter at Team_VaCaNCy. And sorry, I don't remember what you guys' YouTube name is. If you want to say that out real quick.
It's VaCaNCy MLG,
All one word.
all one word.
All right, cool. Thanks, Broken, Days, and Greasy for meeting me here on this live interview. And I'll talk to you guys later.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Yeah, man, thanks.